This is Rod, June 13th, 2025. We find silver at 31 cents to 51 cents, depending on what websites you look at per ounce. We like to say that in the middle of videos because when we look back on this day, when we hear those prices, we're going to say, wow, I cannot believe it. Silver's in the three figures now, and that's when they were doing that video, it was at $36 and something an ounce. So that's why we sort of give the little, price of silver per ounce on this video. But anyway, this is Friday the 13th here. I have Rich here helping me out, and we bought a little collection here today. We just took this off of Bobby's desk, and me and Rich are going through it to see what we have here to get a little information on this. So it's not put out on the counters, but we want you, our viewers, to know and see what we got in today. We bought some peace dollars, some graded stuff, and so you're going to be the first to see, even above the customers that walk in this store, and they'll see it as they march through the doors, but we want you to see it first. And so we just want to thank you all for tuning in here today. So let me turn this camera on, and me and Rich are going to show you what we bought today. See whether if there's anything you're interested. If you are, we'll give you Bobby's number at the end of this video so you can maybe call up and strike a deal with her. And we got some unique stuff here today. So without further ado, let me turn this camera on and show you what we bought today.
Let's do it, Rodney.
Okay, Rich.
Hey folks, how are you?
What do we have here today, Rich?
Yeah, it's a good collection, kind of but it is, like you said, it's Friday the 13th, but we're breaking the curse.
Breaking the curse.
Because we always have good luck when we handle silver. Listen to that. You know what I like to pretend, Rodney? When I handle 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 silver dollars from the old days.
What's that, buddy?
I pretend I'm like a distinguished, rich gentleman from the early turn of the century, and I'm handling silver coins.
Yeah,
and
I like that cha-ching sound right there.
That sound in your pocket. I don't know if anybody ever had this many silver dollars in their pocket, but I like to pretend that I was like.
There you go. What's the first piece you're going to show us today, Rich?
Oh, sorry, I got the. Well, no, since we're on peace dollars, and I know these weren't at the turn of the century because they were minted, Rodney. Right here, we got the alpha and the omega from the peace dollar set. Here's the elusive 1921 high relief peace dollar.
The 1921, for those of you new, you can see this is a 21 peace dollar that we got in today. It's the first year of the peace dollar. And a little history here, let me show you the back of it. The peace dollar was after World War I, assuming there would be no other war. So they created the peace dollar, and lo and behold, what happens? World War II breaks out. So this piece didn't last too long, but there goes the eagle sitting on a rock or a cliff with an olive branch in the talons, and it has peace at the bottom. And this is the 1921. This is a key coin in the peace dollar series. This is a silver dollar. Keep in mind, a silver dollar has about 3/4 of an ounce of silver in it at 0.77% of silver. And this is the very first one. And these are very desirable. And we did get one in right here.
And so, nice toning on that too.
Yeah, I got some toning on this one.
And then we have the untoned. And then last year of issue 35.
Yes, here goes a 35 piece dollar we got in. This came in what, Rich, about half an hour ago?
I think
20
so,
minutes
yeah.
ago? Yeah.
It's still warm.
Rich said it's still warm. We're crazy here. We like to have fun here. But this is the 35, which is the last year of the peace dollar. And you can see how nice it is. One customer brought all these peace dollars in, right?
I believe so.
I think our friend Dave brought these in. He sold them to us.
Right.
And here we are. You can see the back. These are for sale to our viewers. You just call in and strike a deal with Bobby and see if you can work out a deal. So that's pretty cool.
And we've got an assortment of other dates. If people are looking to fill in holes in their collection on peace dollars, you don't see, Rodney, what we mostly see in the store come in are like 1922, 1923.
True.
Some other dates. But look here, we got 26. We've got, I've got some, okay, yeah, the 22s, like I said, pretty common because they minted so many of these.
Yeah.
That's why you see so many. But I saw some 25s. Okay, here's the 25.
So we have a 25, a 26, a 35, a 21.
I don't know about the mint mark, but we can check.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we got a 25, a 26. Here's a 24. So yeah, so if you're looking to
There
fill
you go,
in,
24, yeah.
yeah, and all in nice condition, all nice meat on these coins, and yeah, it's typical. You see mostly 22s, 23s, but we do have some other dates, so that's
This
good.
is a lot of peace dollars right here off of one collector that brought all these in right here.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, 3/4 of an ounce of silver per silver dollar. This is true also with the Morgan dollar. So just want to show you that all the peace dollars we got in today.
Speaking of Morgans, we do have a few of those. We got an 1881.
Oh, let me go over here. 1887, that first one is, right?
Okay, yeah, going left to right.
1887,
Yeah, we got it.
1892.
And I think that's in New Orleans. Yes, sir. You can see the mint mark there, right above the
Yes.
D and the O in the dollar. So that's in New Orleans. And
And the 1881.
1881. I don't know what the mint mark is on this. Might be a Philly. Yeah, no mint mark there. So we got a Philadelphia.
Philly, okay.
Yes, sir. And the 87. Not sure. Yeah, no marking there.
Another Philadelphia, man.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that. And but
And
beautiful toning on that
1892.
coin.
And this is the New Orleans mint right
Yes,
here. So
yeah,
that's a
that's-
New Orleans mint, so that's pretty cool.
And from the year 1892, Rodney, we also have two
let me see.
rare. These are nice examples of Barber. A couple of Barber issues. You
okay.
got the Barber half from 1892.
Oh, yes, 1892, AU55.
Yeah, beautiful coin there.
Oh,
nice.
these are toned, and these are naturally toned.
Yes.
And let me see if we could zoom in right here and see the closer of the surface of this coin. It's graded by PCGS 1892. You can see the detail on the wreath around the head or forehead. Flip this over. And that is all natural toning right here. You can see the detail.
So you got the half, and then we have a 10-cent piece here too, also, right?
Oh, and then we have the 10-cent. And I think
It's
these came from the same collector.
Yeah.
So they got the 10-cent piece.
I think
and
they
once-
said they wanted to stay together.
Yeah.
We might separate them, but see who
Yeah.
calls in.
But they both, you see, they have the similar toning, so they must have been kept at the same
Yeah.
place or same location because they got the same toning.
Yeah, it's an
1892.
AU50. That's about uncirculated 50. Beautiful coins. I love seeing the stuff from the old days coming in preserved,
Yeah.
great condition.
And that's really nice. And like I said, they're both by PCGS. Haven't been cleaned. These are natural. Like I said, AU50, and the other one was an AU55. Here goes an AU55, and there goes an AU50. So that's our two coins, a nice set together if you are into collecting the Barbers.
Yeah.
We have two of them for you for that year. What else we have here, Rich?
Oh
today?
gosh, let's see. We've got some Kennedys here. I'm not even where what these are. Okay, these are proof 70, reverse proof, silver reverse proofs from 2018.
Oh,
That's the
I've
same-
heard about these. The interesting thing about these have a different finish on it that you typically don't see. You can see it says light finish.
Light finish.
I've never seen one light finish. I don't even know what that means, but this is a reverse proof set of the Kennedy, the 2018 San Francisco, 50 cent. It is a proof 70. For those of you who are only want proof 70s, well, we have a couple here from you today.
Yes, sir. Got
So
two of
this is
those.
proof 70, and
Beautiful.
what's the other one? The other one's the same thing, Rick?
Same coin.
Same
Yeah.
coin right
Yeah,
there. Okay,
yeah.
that's
Proof
pretty
from
cool.
San Francisco,
Okay.
man. Okay, then we've got some First Strike MS70 Eagles from, I've got a
Oh,
21.
okay.
These are 2021.
Okay, for those of you who don't, who,
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
the 2021, there was a Type 1 and a Type 2 designating the two different designs because they swapped designs in 2021 or changed them. And so there's two different designs available. So the fronts will look the same, but the backs will be vastly different. And the cool thing about these are 70s. So those who collect only 70s, both of these Type 1 and Type 2 are both graded MS70 by PCGS. And here goes the Type 1. The Type 1 is here goes the old design. This design was used from 1986 to 2021. And this is their old design. And it's grade 70. And then we have
It's the Type 2.
the Type 2 from 2021. And this is a MS70. And you can see That's the new design. It started off from 2021. So if you're a Silver Eagle collector and you want to get all the years, well, when you get to 2021, you're going to have to get 2 varieties because they're both came out that year. They're both different designs. So
transition year.
it's a transitional year. That's a good way of putting it, a transitional year.
Okay, then
And what else we have here, Rich?
well, in honor of the Army's 250th anniversary tomorrow, I believe. Go Army! Appreciate all you guys who have served in the Army in the past. We have a West Point Eagle, 2011. Again, that's a proof.
Decam.
Proof decam. It's a
Proof
69 decam. So, yeah,
Strike.
yeah, we're gonna let this out in honor of the West Point cadets, and
That's beautiful.
yeah, and guys, remember tomorrow's not only the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Army, but it's Flag Day. So get those flags out.
Tomorrow's Flag Day. Okay.
Yeah, let's fly those American flags and be proud.
Interesting.
Be proud of our country. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Rich, for bringing that up.
Hey,
Because
kidding?
we couldn't be doing what we're doing if it wasn't for our veterans and our soldiers that, they're out on the battlefields in the front lines and they're giving us freedom that we can do stuff like this. So we do thank you. We don't take it lightly. People lay their lives down for this country, but
Yeah.
we do want to thank you all for tuning in and keep our soldiers in prayer as well.
Yeah, and we've got, and speaking of a famous commander-in-chief of the Army, right, or of the nation's armed forces, we got Ronald Reagan on a dime. What the heck?
Oh yeah, this is where
He was commander-in-chief for a while back in the 80s.
We have Ronald Reagan, and it's taken off on a Roosevelt dime. And I was told that you can find these on the internet between $10 and $15. These silver dimes. You see, it's .999 pure silver.
So it's actually a bullion coin.
So
Yeah,
it's actually like a bullion coin. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all
Let me
right.
Get
Ron,
that back.
Ron was
There goes the
jumping there.
back of it, and then once again, we're going to go back, and we only got one of these in, and we have a Ronald Reagan. Like I said, the first time I seen a Ronald Reagan one. And what else we got?
We got something special here, Rodney. We've got a PCGS Ultra Break.
Ultra Break.
I didn't know much about these, but
I've heard about them, but I don't know really anything about them. They were put up by PCGS, and can you tell us a little bit about them? I know you have something pulled up on the internet that you can read it to our customers.
If you go to ultrabreaks.com, I'm reading right from ultrabreaks.com. So it said these coins were inspired by the excitement of opening packs of trading cards. So the Ultra Break contains a limited edition Ultra coin certified by PCGS and featuring one of 3 stunning labels. So this one contains, it's one of the rare ones that has the gold.
So this is the gold label. Is this the hardest one?
I don't think so, Ryan. I think it's in the mid. So you got the ones that are just silver, then you got these that are gold, and then the elusive. They're even calling it elusive on the site here. Is it was only 1 in 100 of these contains the elusive Ultra Infinity label.
Wow.
I don't know what that looks like, but yeah. So these are low edition limits, and yeah, just rare. Okay, so here's a view of the one we have, and then that must be the rare Infinity. Yeah, because that's your silver there, your silver offering. Your gold.
There goes the gold.
And then that Ultra.
And then there's the Ultra. So
1 in 100.
So
yeah, so it's kind of fun. It makes it fun for collectors.
So it's sort of like it's seeded in so many packs. Like they get a rare version of a baseball card. Now they're doing it with coins. And of course, if you get the rare ones, they exponentially really go up in price with that gold label that we have. And
Yeah.
we do have one of them available.
And the gold one they're saying was 1 in 10. So
1 in 10.
every 10 would be.
For 1 in 10 would be the gold label. Okay.
Yeah. No, nice. So that's it. That's fun.
That's pretty cool.
And then Rodney, we've got. Well, before we do that one, let's do something kind of weird. We've never seen this before, but this company took a 62 proof set. So it comes from the Commemorative mint, and yeah, they kind of.
So they actually put the cellophane mint packaging from the mint
into
set, and they encased it, right?
Yeah, encased it in plastic, and then
so it's like an acrylic holder.
Right,
Okay.
and then just popped it in this really cool thing. Got a certificate of authenticity, and Yeah, it's that's kind of a neat way to collect
Yeah, I've never
proof sets because
I never seen that before.
No, it's the first time I'm seeing it. It's kind of neat, and
Now keep in mind you're getting 3 silver coins with this set. The
yeah,
quarters 90%, the half dollar Franklin.
yeah,
half
you got
dollar.
over $20 of melt
Yeah.
value in those coins right there, Rodney. Those 3
So
coins.
those are
Yeah,
that is pretty cool stuff here.
and
Never seen anything. Boy, that's pretty penny right there.
the last thing we have was also issued by the U.S. Mint, but this is a bullion coin issued by the U.S. Mint, and it's a Liberty. They call it a silver medal. It comes from the 2022. It's actually U.S. government minted coin, and what
Wow.
they're what they're representing here, Rodney, the obverse of the front of the coin, it features a wild Mustang, American Mustang horse, and it's bucking off a Western-style saddle,
Wow.
which evokes the throwing off of the yoke of the British rule during the American Revolution.
Oh, interesting.
That's what it's meant to represent.
That's
And,
interesting.
It's got the rising sun, so that's the rising of freedom in the United States. And then on the reverse, we've got the famous. That's a really cool eagle.
Let me see that.
It's a close-up of an
wow.
eagle.
And this is the reverse, right?
Yeah, and that, you know what that eagle says to me, Rodney? It
What?
says, "Don't mess with the U.S."
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's what that eagle's saying to me, man.
Yeah, they,
That's
yeah, you can say that. We have that going on now with
yeah.
you know, we just got
With our
news
current events and
yeah, Israel being bombed by Iran right now, and
yeah.
so this is a certificate of authenticity. There goes the thing.
And that
That's
comes
a really cool piece.
and it
right
comes
there.
in a slipcase. It goes in a slipcase, and then it comes. I believe it was in this box, right?
Yeah, it was. It was in that box.
Oh, I know what it
It
happened.
goes in the box and it slides
then-
out of the case. But anyway, we want to thank you
That's
all
how
for
it would come to you. Yeah.
We want to thank you all for tuning in today, and we'd love to hear from you guys. Tell us what you think. If you are interested in anything that Rich and I went over today, we would love to sell it to you or ship it to your door. Like I said, the only thing we got multiple pieces of is really some of these peace dollars,
Yeah.
and even then we only got one of certain those years, so a good variety of peace dollars. And so I do want to thank you all for tuning in. If you are interested in any of these pieces here, you can call Bobby at 706-499-4833. We are in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. We can ship it right to you. Just talk to Bobby depending on when you call and what the price of silver is, because it changes so much, and we can get it out to your door if you're looking for a one-of-kind piece that you need to fulfill a hole in your set. But we would love to hear from you. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss another video, because we try to put these out as soon as we get new inventory in, so you'll be the first to know about it, and the early bird gets the worm, and the early bird gets the piece they want shipped to the door. And I bought 3 pieces myself today, so I'm a buyer too. I just don't talk about coins. I buy from Bobby as well. I'm spending my hard-earned cash too, because to me, silver is the way to go. But Rich, anything else you want to say to our fellow viewers here today?
Well, since we started with the fact that it's Friday the 13th, the only way to dispel the curse is to bring a little peace into your life.
Oh man, look at that.
Come
Rich
on.
always got something funny to say. Bring a little peace in your life.
Bring
and
a
get
little
some
peace.
silver, right? Look, I got the
That's
peace
it.
over there.
I always feel peaceful when I'm stacking silver.
Yeah, I know
right?
you do, buddy. I know you do. But me and Rich really love doing these videos.
Yeah,
we
we have
cracked up. He's always trying to think of something funny to say, and because the hobby is exciting. We enjoy seeing this stuff coming in, and we know the future
Yeah,
isn't in fiat currency, that it is in real
Yeah.
silver and gold. So,
Yeah,
but once again, thank you all for tuning in. We love to hear from you guys. Like, share, subscribe, recommend. It helps our channel out and helps the hobby out. God bless and take care. Bye-bye.